Could you be the one? Could you be the one to end everything? To end all these bad adaptations? Can you? Can you? Maybe with alchemy I can. Hey you guys, me IronTroll77 back here again, and today I'm here to review the live-action adaptation of FullMetal Alchemist. Our story begins with two boys named Ed and Al who have recently lost their mother, and to bring her back, they decide to use a science called alchemy to bring her back. But unfortunately, it doesn't work, and Ed has unfortunately lost his brother. Luckily though, he manages to save him by giving up his two limbs, his arm and leg, in order to get back his soul and attach it to a suit of armor. Now Ed and Al are on a hunt for a mystical stone they have heard about called the Philosopher's Stone, which they hope could help them get their bodies back. Alright guys, let me just say this, FullMetal Alchemist is one of my favorite animes of all time. This is the 2003 version. I recently did finish Brotherhood before this film came out, so suffice to say I was pretty hyped. Well, do I need to watch the anime to watch this film? No. Even if you haven't seen the anime, I still think you can understand what's going on. Now you're probably wondering, now is this the anime adaptation to save us, get us out of this shithole that is Dragon Ball Z, Death Note, and to some people, I actually liked it, Ghost in the Shell? Well, let's talk about it. Let's get the good out of the way, guys. For me, the visual effects are fantastic. They are a big step up from the usual budget that these anime adaptations get. Al looks fantastic in the armor. It is CG, of course, but it looks straight out of the anime. When they're casting their spells, doing magic, they're out, using their alchemy. It looks great. Again, it does look a little. You could tell it's CG. I'm not gonna lie to you. You could tell it's CG. It does stand out a little bit, but it is a step up, and it all looks good. Now, I'm not just going to stand here and try to pronounce all these actors' names, because trust me, I'm going to butcher them. So, I'm just going to say, overall, everyone was great. You could definitely, I felt like they did match their anime counterparts. Everyone was just great. Edward was funny at times. Al was funny at times, but very sweet as well. Winry was also great, especially like when she got mad at Edward. We do see General Mustang, and he was also, the guy who plays him is awesome as well. Just everyone that you see here is just bringing their A game, and they're great. Now, time to get in the negative. One of my complaints is the story is sloppily done. Now, what I mean by that is, remember, this is based off Brotherhood. That series is probably about, I would say, 57 episodes, and that's a lot of anime to fit into a 2-hour film. So, like, they just speed things along. And at one point, they bring a scene, or an episode, sorry, from the anime that doesn't happen till way down the line when it's about to end, and brought it to the freaking beginning of this movie, this first outing film. And I just thought that was a little weird. It was neat to see, but I thought, like, okay, and they do leave this open for a sequel. Like, if you're going to make a sequel, why didn't you save that until way later? Another thing is, there's certain points where you can kind of tell they're trying to cut on their budget, especially when Al's there. And there's this one scene that takes place, like there's an episode like this in the anime where Ed and Al are supposed to meet Dr. Marco. Well, Al is just chilling somewhere else, and it's Edward and Winry are going to see Dr. Marco. I thought that was a little strange, and there's also times where, in the anime, if I remember correctly, Ed doesn't really wear gloves on, I believe, on his mechanical hand. I don't think that he does. So on budget constraints, they put a glove on him, and you don't really see him, shirtless, seeing his mechanics all that much. Okay, guys, I told you the positives and the negatives. And you're probably wondering, so what's the final verdict? Well, guys, taken to all this, basically when I sat down to watch this film, I felt a little underwhelmed. I actually had to sit on it to see if I actually really liked it. And guys, I like this film. I think I really did like this film. Now, I think it's a lot better than most anime live adaptations. Now, by the way, I haven't seen the live-action adaptation of Death Note. I mean, the Japanese version, not the American version. Fuck that version. But to me, like, this is a lot better than most. And I could tell that the crew and the actors did like the property enough to, like, highlight certain scenes, and matching the characters, like, in the anime. So I really appreciate that. Man, I have never given a score like this before, guys, but again, I was kind of fighting myself back and forth if I really enjoyed it or it was like meh. But overall, guys, again, I really liked it. And that is why I'm giving the live action adaptation of FullMetal Alchemist a 3.5 out of 5. I really liked it, guys. I do think if you have seen the anime, you should give it a watch. You're not going to waste your time. I think you'll have fun with it. Well, thank you guys for watching my review. If you want to watch more, please subscribe down below. If you want to keep up to date with my channel, like behind the scenes shit or some bloopers, please follow me on Instagram right here. Catch you guys next time. Oh, hey guys, one more thing. If you are interested in watching the FullMetal Alchemist anime, both of them are on Netflix right now, and you're probably wondering, like, well, which one should I watch? Should I watch the 2003 version, or should I watch Brotherhood? Well, that's kind of weird. If you ask any FullMetal Alchemist fan, hopefully, they're going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. Watch both. Now, you're probably wondering, why should I? Well, the 2003 version, I believe, handles its characters a little bit more than Brotherhood does. And plus, it still has its own ending, the 2003 version, just because when they were making this, the manga hadn't finished yet. So the writers had the creators' permission to do their own thing, and I still like the ending. I feel like it's a lot darker, and it kind of works with it in its own rules. So I still recommend that. But after that, guys, go ahead and watch Brotherhood. You're gonna enjoy it. At least with that one, it's gonna have a full, complete story, and it's a lot closer to the manga. Other than that, guys, just watch it. Enjoy.